people. This is my final year MCA project. The domain of my project is data mining with big data. My project title is Scalable Recommendation with Social Contextual Information as a Big Data Approach. The main objective of my project is it's a microblogging site. It's like a web application, a social networking site as a microblogging site, and a web application. This works on web and there are three main features in my project which I will be explaining you in the proposed system. A novel probabilistic matrix factorization method to provide a scalable algorithm which can incrementally process the large-scale data. Here the large-scale data is the big data. So when it comes to handle big data, there is a lot of process and lot of techniques that quickly, easily retrieves a large amount of data, and when there are very large data sets and when we need to mine those data from a big data warehouse or data set, we should handle some techniques and properties. So my project is about this. So earlier system had social networking. In social networking sites, early system had properties like sharing, commenting, posting information and data into the web, into the application itself. So we had many social networking sites like Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, and etc. So when people share or post some information into the application, it just stores within itself and there is no private or individual alert or awareness to every registered users. This is the big disadvantage of the existing system, which had no individual response or individual alert to the users. So when big data is considered, a large amount of data is processed within the application itself. So when you store more amount of data, it gets stored into the application itself. So whenever there happens to be a problem of hazard, like natural disaster, there is a flood, there is an earthquake, there is a cyclone. So when these problems arise, when people who are not able to access the web or social networking sites at that time, they cannot get aware of those problems. So at that time, they need to be safe and secure. So the proposed system of my project, what it deals with is, it alerts people, it sends alert messages to people who have been registered with the application. It sends individual SMS, individual email, etc. So the proposed system has this feature. So my proposed system has two major techniques like collaborative filtering and content-based filtering. To be clear, the combination of the collaborative filtering and content-based filtering is what, when people share or post information data in the application, these two techniques combinedly brings only the problem that has been faced in the public and the area in which the problem has been arised. So only these two fields will be filtered and it will be related to each other and it will bring it out to the application users. So matrix factorization method have been proposed for social recommendation because when there are very big amount of data, factorization makes those data into a product of related techniques and related items and it brings back the main major information into one part. So collaborative filtering methods have broad applications which are divided into two categories, memory based and model based. Memory based application is like the items or the information which have been browsed or which have been surfed for a large number of time, and when it gets stored into the cookies kind of field. So model based is the item which has been given specific model to the information. So combine collaborative filtering and content based filtering. So when both are combined, it gives the result like this. So advantages of proposed system. The advantage of proposed system is to keep the public and the society alert as well as aware of the hazards. When the disaster is happening, it gives them the immediate call or immediate message or immediate email to the person, and in order to take precautionary steps. So this is the main objective of my project. So yeah, big data. Big data is an all-encompassing term for any collection of data of large sets. So this is not a data which has been some to the amount of 10 or 100 or 1000. Big data is something which has got lakhs and lakhs of data. So from that lakhs of data, when it comes to data mining, it needs to retrieve things quickly to get shared or to get stored easily. So this is the framework of the big data. My project has got the hardware requirement and software requirement. These are my hardware requirements. That is my system configurations hardware requirement. So we just need this thing, and my software requirements are these: C#, Windows 7, SQL Server, ASP.NET, .NET Framework. So there are 5 modules in my project. These are the module description. That is the admin or user module, where the login and registration process happens. The approval model is the valid user. The validation of the proper user is given. That is, no invalid user can enter my application. Comments post module is nothing but the comments and the posts that people share within the application. Status module. Status module is nothing but the extraction that is made from the comments that have been given for many large data. So from that large data, only the information which has got the problem and the area of that problem alone is being extracted. Only those posts have been extracted from the overall information. Mailing module is the mails and the alert messages that people that people receive from the application automatically. So this is my admin user register module. In this, the user log. There are two things, that is user login and user register. User register is the thing which registers the new user. Every user who is going to register within the application, and user login is the registered user login to the particular application. So this is the user register page. So when a new user is about to register to the application, he needs to fill in all the details. The main thing of the project is the person who is giving the city. The city is the main thing of the project, because the city which has been affected by the natural disaster should get the alerts. Only the people registered with that particular city which has been affected by the disaster will receive the messages and the emails. So when you give it and you enter it, a new user enters the application. So when you log in, you are able to post your commands. One more additional thing which I have been implemented in my project is the Twitter share. Twitter share is nothing but once you share your post or message in this application, this Twitter share button automatically takes you to the Twitter application of the user. This is the admin part, and the admin can add many related words of natural disaster in this, and he can share so that he can add connect to the database. So this is the Twitter application authorization page. So when you need to get into the Twitter page, you need to authorize with your mail ID, your username and password of your Twitter account. So this takes you to when you give both and you authorize app, you get into your Twitter page. So your post directly automatically gets added into your Twitter account also. So these are some comments and that are being posted. So here it brings the words and the place alone. It extracts with the help of content based and collaborative filtering, and it just brings the problem and the place alone along with the date also. This is the architecture of my project, where you have social relation, user interaction, user item interaction. This is item content, whatever the item, whatever the data that has been spreaded, user that deals with the item, and the user that deals with regard to the item within themselves. So these are my UML diagrams. So I just conclude that this project has been created to help people and public to know about the natural disaster that is happening within an area. Normally people use mobile phones these days, and when they get immediate alert, they'll be precautionary and they can take precautionary steps. And in future, the future enhancement of this project can have calls, automatic calls which alerts people to their mobile phones and the smartphones. These are my references. Thank you.